What is an overload relay? Overload relay is a device that opens a circuit exceeds a preset value in order to provide overload protection. Usually responds to excessive current, but may respond to excessive values of power, temperature, or other quantities, also known as overload release. So, if you use the overload relay in the circuit of a motor, which causes the motor to be disconnected from its power source, if the current of the motor exceeds a predetermined value.
This is how overload relay connected. From its power source to the contactor, an overload relay is connected from the contactor. Then the motor is connected from overload relay.
What are the parts of an overload relay?
These are the parts of an overload relay. Terminals L1, L3, L5, manual test, manual or automatic reset, trip indication light, reset button, tripping contact 95, 96, terminals T1, T2 and T3, signaling contact 97, 98, amp setting range, frame size.
Now there are three types of overload relays.
Thermal overload relay. They are designed to cut power if the motor draws too much current for an extended period of time. When excessive current flows through the motor circuit, the relays open due to increased motor temperature, relay temperature, or sense overload current. Thermal overload relays are conversely designed to measure a motor's heating profile. Overload must occur for an extended period before the circuit is interrupted.
The second type is magnetic overload relay. Operate by sensing the strength of the magnetic field produced by the current flowing to the motor. This type of relays are not sensitive to ambient temperature. Magnetic type overload relays are generally used in areas that exhibit extreme changes in ambient temperature.
And the third one is electronic overload relay. Employ a current transformer to sense the motor current. As current flows through the conductor, the alternating magnetic field around the contactor induces a voltage is proportional to the amount of current flowing through the conductor. Many electronic type overload relays are programmable and can be set for the amount of full load motor current, max and minimum voltage levels, percentage of overload and other factors.
The working principle of different kinds of overload relay. Working principle of magnetic relay. A magnetic overload relay is an electrically operated switch. It is used where it is necessary to control a motor by a low power signal. A simple electromagnetic overload relay consists of a coil of wire wrapped around a soft iron core, oval iron, armature, and one or more. When an electric current is passed through the coil, it generates a magnetic field that activates the armature, and the consequent movement of the movable contact either makes or breaks, depending upon construction. Working principle of thermal overload relays. Thermal overload relays are three-pulse relays with a bimetallic tripping elements. The motor current flows through bimetallic tripping elements and heat them directly and indirectly in case of an overload overcurrent. The bimetal elements become bent as a result of the heating. This need to release of a relay and the changes of the contact switching position. The contact is used to control the load contactor. The thermal overload relay has a setting scale in amperes, which allows the direct adjusting of the relay without any additional calculation in compliance with international and national standards. The relays is constructed in a way that they protect themselves in the event of overload. The overload relay has to be protected against in short circuit.
Nowadays, ships are using electric motors to drive the pumps. Motors can also be used in different types of machineries, such as boilers, blowers, and compressors.
It's very important to put the safety devices like overload relays, because there is a problem arise that can affect the motors and bring danger to the operation of the system. This not only affects the system itself, but it affects the whole system and put danger to the ship, people, crew, and especially to the marine environment. To avoid this incident happening on board the ship, we should put up protecting devices to the systems of the ship, including the overload relays.
The purpose of this device is to protect a motor and a controller against excessive heating and overcurrent. Overload relays protect motors against prolonged overcurrent. Overload relay allows the motor to operate the maximum ambient temperature, increases life of the motor, and its productivity.
How does it work? Overload relay operated by heat developed in the relay. When the level of current in a circuit reaches a present value, the increased temperature opens a set of contacts. The overload relay protects a motor by sensing the current going to the motor. Many of these use small heaters, often bimetallic elements that bend when warmed by current to the motor. Future recommendation. In our presentation, we presented a device that used for the safety operation of the machineries, controls, and other systems of the ship. Our proposed device will protect the property. It gives safety to the whole operation of the ship while it is in anchorage or en route. Having this device on board the ships, it ensures the safety of the crew. They can work without any fears and they can sleep without worrying. Even to the passengers, they can feel that they are secure. Because of this device, it can lessen the expenses and not spending a lot of money for paying for the repair of the machineries. It saves a lot of money and it can benefit the shipping companies. Protection device like overload relay will protect the process by protecting the machineries from damages. Our vision is to make a protection for a better life to the seafarers and their families. Our mission is to provide a quality care by producing a quality protective device. And our goal is to give safety to the property, people, profit, and process. Automated Protector Incorporation will provide a quality products to the shipping companies because we believe safety begins with teamwork.